In less than 2 weeks from the moment you're watching this video, this channel, as you know it, will cease to exist. After more than 3 years of production, dozens of countries visited, and hundreds of stories told, it is time to say goodbye. Reasons for those are many, and most of them are not on me to decide. There are unfortunately more questions than answers, even from my side. But like every story, in order to tell the very end of it, we first need to start from the beginning. In 2019, I started a YouTube channel, something that all of my friends nudged me in for almost a decade. The idea was simple. All lectures, stories, metaphors about science, art and everything in between that I didn't have time to tell my students at the university where I was teaching would be put on paper, and I would sit behind the camera and the idea of Fabric of Life was born. Idea to tell the stories that were never told before, stories that make very fabric of our lives. I didn't expect anything, but deep down I hoped for some kind of success. And more I dig into it, more I figured out it would be harder and harder to find my own voice, and even harder to find the audience. You see, YouTube is a giant platform, and with almost every human being linked to it, algorithms have harder and harder time to make meaningful connections between viewers and those who create content, at least successfully. Successful creators have no problems racking up millions of new pairs of eyes every day, while the new ones are taking on average 2 years to find 1,000 people to subscribe. Hey, you can find examples in almost every comment section under my episodes. When I spend weeks explaining extraordinary physics phenomena and why spaghetti are always breaking up in 2 pieces, there is one guy who answered something like this, or the lady. My hubby splits in half, has done it so many times. When I dug deeper into consciousness of great writers and artists to explain why intelligent people are more prone to depression, and spent 2 weeks writing an episode, the most prominent comment under that video said, "Wearing masks is Illuminati ritual for coming know who. That's all." Okay? When I posted an interesting brain teaser that engages your creative thinking, knowledge of geometry, and a little bit of astronomy, one person simply answered, "I am currently on the toilet." I mean, how you cannot like the people of internet? I kept creating documentaries and traveling the world. Sometimes my episodes will reach an audience of 1,000, but more than often I would entertain not more than 200 people. Which is, don't get me wrong, good. It's great. I never had more than 200 people in my university lectures. But I overlooked one thing. You see, to produce one video, one episode, it takes very long time. I would spend around 20 to 30 hours on the research, 7 hours on writing and editing a screenplay, if I need to travel like I did to Havana, Bielefeld, Portugal, Paris, Milan, Florence, Bologna. It all takes time. And there comes the hardest part, video editing. This is the most challenging and the most consuming part of every video production. Every great director say that editing a movie is the real and the most challenging part of magic creation. This is where many people fail. Others simply give up. But it got better and better, especially in video editing. It took me at some point only 30 work hours to complete a 15-minute episode. But that would still be a full work week. It started eating into my time with my friends, time with my family, and soon my storytelling hobby became obsession and then addiction. But wait, some of you might say, don't you earn some money out of this whole shebang? Well, that's a really good question. After a year-long journey into the YouTube Partner Program, I was finally accepted, and Google's parent company let me share the revenue of their advertising with them. And then I started earning money. In 3 years of video production, I earned less than $200. Well, it doesn't take a mathematical genius to calculate that with all this time, I was earning less than 1 cent per hour of work invested. Soon I had to talk with my family and friends. It was like they were talking to a drug addict. I spent $2,000 on camera equipment, more than $10,000 on traveling expenses, involved at least 20 of my friends that generously helped me. Soon, everybody was invested in something that would simply put destroying us all. After hundreds of hours and 3 years of production, I needed to take a break. I needed to take one, a whole 8-month break. I mean, look at me, you can almost not recognize me. I grew up my hair, I got older. It took me some time to recover, and I was thinking if I ever going to get back. And then I received an email from YouTube. After 8 long months of break, YouTube realized that my channel will not get as much traction and decided to remove me from almost impossible to earn partnership program. At the beginning of September 2023, YouTube will still show ads on my videos and stop paying me $2 a month, and I will have no say in the future of my channel. And I cannot blame them. In the meantime, world drastically changed. While I was traveling to Italy in a search for answers how 16th century opera united the whole nation, most of the people were quiet during the pandemic, watching something like this.
Ashley, look at me.
Well, it doesn't look great, doesn't it? And now I know what you're going to say. Vladislav, this is not your target audience. This is for the kids. You know, kids are mostly using those TikToks and Instagram Reels or whatever vertical videos. Your target audience are a little bit older people who had like more experience and who wish for more knowledge and understanding of life.
Ashley, look at me.
Yeah, no. I think we're lost in this one. Well, it's not looking great, isn't it? And you might ask, but what those old episodes that you shot and still not edited? The one that you did in Istanbul, one in Barcelona, one in Egypt. Are you going to give up on all of that? And after thousands of work hours spent, thousands of miles traveled, and a small fortune of cash spent, I'm ready to look right at the camera and say, I quit. Is what you might expect me to say if you don't believe in me and you cheer for my demise. But I'm not going to fucking quit. I don't give a fuck if anyone else thinks. So no, I'm not going to fucking quit, and I will keep this unhealthy obsession until I run out of cash or die, or both. I will never quit on this channel. I will never quit on this idea. And yeah, fuck YouTube and the horse you rode in. I don't need your fucking $2 a month. Keep playing your fucking ads over my fucking work like I give a fuck. I just need a little bit more time to rest. Then I will come with season 2 of Fabric of Life. I will travel further and deeper than ever before. I will take you to unimaginable places, and yes, I will finish Barcelona, Egypt, Porto, and all other episodes. And I will not give up on you, even if the last one of you gives up on me. Life is too short to follow an algorithm. So stay subscribed, notified, and patient. And you might ask me why I'm keeping remote control in my hand for this whole fucking time. Well, the answer is simple. My name is Vladislav Radak. I'm writer and mathematician. In answer for the most difficult questions, let me take you on an adventure.
Hello, Mr. Brown.